5 toxic sa relationship na dapat binabasura na, kinakalimutan, or hindi na pinapakain. Kasi toxic nga po walang magandang dulot sa inyo, sa relationship nyo. And if you want to see something na mas magandang mangyari sa relationship nyo, then this video is for you. So let's go! Number 1 na toxic sa relationship is that yung palaging tama. Yung ayaw umamin na nagkamali. Trust me, this is very toxic and wala pong magandang mangyayari sa relationship nyo pag palagi ka pong tama. If you want a healthy relationship, learn or be responsible whenever that you make mistakes. Whenever na nagkamali, whenever na merong talagang kasalanan na nagawa, then be humble and accept. Kahit ano pang sabihin ng partner mo, sabihin na natin nagkamali din siya, but kapag palagi kayo or dalawa kayong pataasan at ayaw nyong umamin na nagkamali kayo, then walang mangyari sa relationship nyo. Bakit pa kayo nagsasama kapag ganyan? Napaka-toxic. Walang magandang mangyari. In order para mag-grow kayo in love together and caring together, is that learn to humble yourself. Learn to accept and be responsible whenever na nagkamali. And trust me, kapag naging ganun ka, all of a sudden, magugulat ka na lang, ganun din yung partner mo. You know, ganito ang katotohanan. Itong traits na to mostly kababaihan. Kaya kaming malalaki, sorry ng sorry, kasi ayaw lang namin ng gulo, gusto lang namin ng maayos, although sometimes kasalanan nyo. Ang problema kasi doon na spoil ka nyo. Feeling nyo palagi kayong tama in a way na napunta na sa subconscious nyo, and even subconsciously feeling nyo tama kayo palagi at mali kami palagi kahit tama naman yung ginagawa namin. Yun na, nagiging toxic na. Kaibigan, be humble, learn to accept, be responsible whenever na nagkamali, then aminin, sabihin sa kanya mag-sorry. And ito pa, learn to release forgiveness. Kahit hindi pa nag-a-ask ng forgiveness, learn to release forgiveness. Kasi ikaw din lang naman ang nakukulong kapag hindi ka nagpapatawad. Ikaw din lang naman ang nakukulong kapag ikaw yung may galit, may sama ng loob. Ikaw yung hindi makatulog sa gabi. Ikaw yung nai-stress. Ikaw yung nade-depress. You know, the best thing actually, the best medicine, especially internally, na pain, sickness, is that forgiveness. I mean, mag-release ka ng forgiveness. Magpatawad ka kahit hindi pa sila nag-aas ng forgiveness. And you'll see, ikaw yung magkakaroon ng freedom, ng liberty sa'yo. So, gawin mo yan, ano? Proceed na tayo sa number 2. Hi. Rejection. This is one of the toxic na ginagawa mapalalaki sa babae, is that to reject your partner. Rejection from their opinions, rejection from their needs and wants like sex, attention, time, money, whatever. Rejection from anything. Kasi most of the time parang gustong-gusto natin na nire-reject yung partner natin, especially mga babae when it comes to sex. You know, nagdadrama na wala nakatulog, gano'n. You know, gusto mo lang i-reject yung partner mo. Most of the time magugulat ka na lang, doon na siya sa kabilang kwarto. Kasi palagi mong nire-reject eh. Or kaming mga lalaki naman, nire-reject palagi yung opinion or yung gusto rin ng babae, yung pangangailangan niya din. So, rejection is very toxic sa relationship. I never said na lahat ng bagay is that makigo ka na lang i-accept mo yung partner mo. Of course, may mga bagay na gusto niya na hindi talaga dapat. But my point here is that dapat mas marami yung acceptance more than rejection. Dapat, I believe, 20% of rejection and 80% of acceptance. Accept your partner. Accept your... matuto tayo na pakinggan din yung side nila. I-accept din yung gusto nila, yung hinaing nila, yung advice nila. And in that way, kapag nararamdaman nyo yun sa'yo, mararamdaman niya yung care mo sa kanya, yung pagmamahal mo sa kanya. And we feel like we are seen na S-E-E-N, or nakikita tayo whenever na na-accept tayo. We feel like we are validated. We feel like we are confirmed whenever na na-accept yung gusto natin, opinion natin, yung pangangailangan natin. So, rejection is toxic sa relationship. Please, i-lesson mo. Hindi po maganda kasi. Okay? Number 3. Hi. Not moving on from the past. This is very toxic sa relationship. Kapag nag-stay ka pa sa past na nangyari sa inyo, trust me, you can never move forward. You can never step into your future, sa mas success, sa mas better na future nyo kapag nag-stay pa kayo sa past. Past relationship, past pain, past issues. Please, kung hindi nyo yung kayang i-release, then i-release nyo yung relationship nyo because there's no point. Nakukulong kayo sa past. Yet, we are in the present and we should be living for the future. Not in the past. Learn from the past but never stay from the past. Kung merong siyang cheating na nangyari sa past, kung hindi mo siya kaya mapatawad, or kung paulit-ulit na kahit nagpatawad ka, kung paulit-ulit yung kanyang ginagawa, then mag-move on, mag-break, hiwalay. Simple as that. You know, I saw a lot of relations, kahit matatanda na most of the time, nasa 50 years old, 40 years old, yet hindi pa nakakalimutan yung nangyari nung 20s nila, nung teenagers sila, nung, you know, kabataan pa sila, and palagi yun yung pinag-aawayan sa relationship. Yun yung pinakaugat kung bakit palaging nag-aaway, kung bakit may mga trust issues, at nadamay nito yung mga anak. That is very toxic kasi. Move on from the past. You know, please share this video sa partner mo and tell him or tell her to move on from the past. Ang bato niyo sa akin, hindi mo kasi alam yung sakit na nararamdaman ko yung nangyari sa past ko, kaya madali lang siya magsalita. Look, lahat tayo merong nakaraan. Lahat tayo meron na experience in the past. But for me, and I believe some of you, chose to move on. Chose to release the past. Chose to release forgiveness. That is why, for me, sa akin, personally, I'm free of the liberty. Marami akong past with my wife. Marami kaming nakaraan na hindi maganda. May mga cheating na nangyari. Pero pinili namin to move on from the past and work for the future. We release forgiveness and we okay with the past. Past is past. At least we are better now and we believe that we are more better in the future. Because you cannot move on, or you cannot step in the future or in the better you or your relationship kapag nasa mundo ka pa ng nakaraan nyo. Please move on. Okay? Number 4 na toxic na ginagawa sa isang relationship is that no appreciation. Maraming mga mag-asawa, magjowa na hindi masaya or parang walang fulfillment kasi hindi nila na-appreciate yung partner nila or hindi ka na-appreciate ng partner mo. That's why nakakapagod, nakakasawa. Ikaw ba naman yung gawa ng maganda tapos hindi nila na-appreciate, hindi nila ma-compliment, hindi nila makita. Of course, nakakapagod, nakakasawa. That is why, that is very toxic. Whenever po na merong nagawa yung partner mo, i-appreciate mo. Kahit mga malilit na bagay, learn to appreciate. In that way, palaki po ng palaki yung magagawa niya para sa'yo. That is why, very toxic po. Change it. Yung personalities na hindi marunong mang-appreciate, hindi marunong mang-compliment, hindi grateful. That's wicked. Be grateful sa partner natin. Be grateful kay Lord and be grateful sa partner natin sa ginagawa nila para sa atin. In that way, kapag naiba na or nagbago yung isip natin, I mean, may transformation yung mentality natin na ganon, I believe your relationship will be better. Okay? Last but not the least na toxic sa relationship number 5 is that pagiging demanding. When you want something sa partner nyo, please do something also. Para gagawin niya yun, not out of being controlled or not out of force or by force, but out of love. If you want something sa partner nyo, make sure na gagawin niya out of love, not because kinontrol mo siya or tinakot mo siya para gawin niya. Please. It is good na mag-demand ka sa relationship nyo. Pero ang pagiging demanding palagi na yung gusto mo palagi ay may bigay, in a way na wala ka namang naibibigay sa partner mo, wala ka namang nagagawa sa relationship nyo, yet you expect na ibigay lahat yung gusto mo, i-demand mo lahat yung kailangan mo. That is toxic. Okay? Whenever you want something sa partner mo, then give something sa partner mo before asking anything. And make sure that don't force him or wag mo siyang i-blackmail, wag mo siyang takutin in order para magawa niya lang kung anong gusto mong gawin niya. Make sure that out of love, kaya niya yung ginagawa. So, that's it. I hope na meron kayong natutunan and I hope na pakishare nyo itong video na to. God bless. Shalom.